Moved on quickly again. Pino, or clever reverse ball. Sarr is all the way through.
Liverpool's season was supposed to be a new beginning. After a summer of change and more than £400 million spent, there was excitement, hope, and a belief that Arne Slot would finally usher in a new era at Anfield. But months later, those expectations have turned into uncertainty. Liverpool have now lost 3 games in a row for the first time in Slot's managerial career.
Big deflection, I thought it had carried it goalwards, put towards the back post, Harry Maguire! Manchester United!
And the cracks that began as tactical experiments are starting to look like deep structural problems. The question isn't just why Liverpool are losing, it's why a team rebuilt with so much money and intent suddenly looks worse than before. This past summer, Liverpool reshaped almost their entire starting 11. 7 new players arrived, including record signings Florian Wirtz and Alexander Isak, while several familiar faces, including Luis Diaz, departed. On paper, it looked like a masterstroke. Liverpool wanted to modernise their squad, blend youth with technical quality, and build around Slot's possession-based style. But in practice, these signings disrupted the very structure that made Liverpool so effective last season. The team that once thrived on rhythm, cohesion, and relentless pressing suddenly became uncertain. Players learning new roles, systems being redefined, and chemistry evaporating. You can see it clearly in Liverpool's build-up. Last season, Trent Alexander-Arnold played as a deep playmaker, often tucking inside to create numerical advantages. Now, with Jeremy Frimpong operating higher up and wider, that same build-up feels disconnected. The comfort on the ball that once defined Liverpool's first phase has vanished. Under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool had an identity built on chaos, fast transitions, compact pressing, and relentless energy. Under Slot, the approach is more methodical, but it's also more predictable. The tempo has dropped, and the positional play that Slot favours demands time and precision. 2 things that can't be instantly replicated, no matter how talented the players are. Against Bournemouth, for example, Liverpool's midfield looked unbalanced. Dominic Szoboszlai and Alexis McAllister were paired as a double pivot, both technically excellent, but neither a natural defensive midfielder. The result? A team too open in transition, punished in seconds after losing the ball. That one moment, 7 Liverpool players caught high up the pitch, one pass splitting the entire shape, symbolised the wider issue. This Liverpool side no longer moves as one unit. The defensive stability that was once their backbone now feels fragile. And that's not just about personnel, it's about structure. Wirtz was supposed to be the crown jewel.
I've got no doubt about that it will click and they will come good, and once they do, then I think a lot of the Premier League teams have...
A playmaker who'd bring creativity and flair back to Liverpool's midfield. At Bayer Leverkusen, he thrived in half spaces, with wide teammates like Grimaldo giving him freedom to drift and combine. But at Liverpool, that space no longer exists. Too often, Wirtz finds himself crowded in central areas, sharing zones with Gakpo or overlapping fullbacks. He's forced to receive the ball in congested pockets, where his natural fluidity disappears. When your £100 million signing is uncomfortable, it's not just an individual problem, it becomes a team-wide one, and the domino effect extends all the way to Mohamed Salah. Last season, Salah averaged over 9 touches in the opposition box per game. This season, that number has dropped by half. He's getting the ball deeper, facing defenders instead of running behind them. And without Trent or Szoboszlai close by to combine, his threat is isolated. Even more concerning, Salah has only completed 1 successful dribble in the league this season, a staggering drop from his usual consistency. The rhythm that once defined his play has gone missing, replaced by moments of hesitation and frustration. Slot's tactical shift, moving Szoboszlai deeper and rotating his right-sided combinations, has unintentionally cut off Salah's oxygen supply. It's not that he's finished, it's that the system no longer serves him. Perhaps the most curious part of this rebuild has been the decision to stack high-value forwards without a clear plan to fit them together. Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak were both signed to lead the line, yet both prefer similar zones and movements. Slot has alternated between them, sometimes pairing them, but neither has settled into a defined role. When Ekitike drops deep, Isak drifts wide. When Isak attacks the box, Ekitike stands static. The synergy isn't there, and that indecision is visible in Liverpool's attack. Slower, less cohesive, and increasingly reliant on individual brilliance rather than structured play. It's not just a tactical mismatch, it's a philosophical one. Liverpool, once a team of collective rhythm, now look like a group of expensive soloists still learning the song. Liverpool's fall this season isn't about one mistake. It's the product of too many changes too quickly to a system that thrived on familiarity and belief. Players like Diaz and Henderson weren't just parts of the machine, they were emotional emotional anchors. Their departures, combined with a complete stylistic overhaul, have left Liverpool searching for something that feels natural again. Slot is an intelligent coach, and this project is far from doomed, but at the moment it feels like Liverpool are caught between two worlds. One built on Klopp's chaos, the other on Slot's control, and in that middle ground they've lost what made them special. Fixing this isn't about panic, it's about clarity. Liverpool must rediscover balance, restoring that defensive cohesion while giving players like Wirtz and Salah the freedom to express themselves. Slot has the ideas, but now he needs to find the structure that suits his personnel, not the other way around. Liverpool's story this season isn't a failure yet. It's a reminder that rebuilding a dynasty isn't just about spending money, it's about understanding identity. And until Liverpool reconnect with theirs, the promise of this £400 million revolution will remain just that, a promise.